AnchorThread is a revolutionary cast-in-place concrete anchoring system that is designed by construction professionals for construction professionals to maximize safety and efficiency while reducing cost and risk. AnchorThread embodies a tremendous feat in process optimization for the construction industry by enabling its customers to work faster, safer, and more reliably. The AnchorThread system has won both the 2020 New York City Department of Building Safety Innovation Contest and the 2021 Liberty Mutual Safety Innovation Award in Construction. Before I explain the many benefits of AnchorThread, please allow me to demonstrate how the product is installed and to illustrate some of its various applications. We currently offer two variations of the AnchorThread system. There's the LPN, which stands for lock plate nailed. These are mounted to wooden formwork with nails. Then there is the LPB, which stands for lock plate bolted. These are bolted to any material formwork in situations where the anchor point positions remain consistent from pour to pour. One example of this would be in columns for leading edge protection, as well as personal fall protection. For the sake of demonstration, we will use the LPN to go through the process. Anchor threads are installed onto the forms before concrete placement to be available for testing and utilization immediately upon stripping the formwork. First, the lock plates are mounted to the formwork where specified. Once the lock plates are nailed, the anchor bolt assembly is inserted and tightened down. After the concrete is placed and has achieved the required strength, the forms are stripped and the recyclable plastic components are removed, leaving a clean, reusable recessed anchor point that is rated for a 5,000-pound workload. That makes it OSHA and ASTM compliant for such applications as fall protection, leading edge protection, and safety netting. And of course, anchor threads are employed to support mechanical systems such as sprinkler lines, plumbing, HVAC, cable management networks, hung ceilings, curtain wall, and many more components. Anchor threads can be similarly installed into concrete floors to provide safer, stronger, and more secure anchors for spider cranes and like equipment, all without the tripping hazards and risk of catastrophe that accompany traditional drilled anchors and mounting plates. In addition to these on-site installations, we're currently developing variations of AnchorThread to work as well in precast plank and wet cast applications. With precast plank, for example, AnchorThreads located on top can be used immediately for leading edge protection and reused later for a balcony railing system. Anchor threads on the bottom can be quickly configured for either fall protection or mechanical systems, all while eliminating the ground silica dust and the risk of drilling into the hollow cores or pretension cables. We offer a BIM object library to make specifying anchor thread as a connection detail quick and simple. In addition, the recyclable plastic components of the anchor thread system are available in a multitude of colors, so they can be color-coded by trade or BIM standards. We currently offer red, blue, green, orange, and yellow. Orange is the leading edge package. That includes the eye-nuts required for leading edge cable railing systems. Now that you've seen how easily anchor threads are installed and the various ways they can be used, I'm pleased to point out their many benefits. The central concept is that anchor threads practically eliminate concrete drilling operations on site, which offers tremendous efficiency, safety, and health advantages to building owners, developers, contractors, and laborers, as well as providing significant environmental benefits. First and foremost, anchor threads do not produce any of the hazardous ground silica dust generated by concrete drilling. Moreover, since anchor threads create anchor points on site without drilling, there is also a considerable reduction in the amount of time laborers spend working overhead on ladders, especially while managing a heavy concrete drill, which minimizes the risk of fall-related injuries. And obviously, reduced risk means fewer claims. Because installed anchor threads are by design slightly recessed from the face of the concrete, there are several additional benefits. For example, anchor threads in elevator shafts can be used for safety netting during construction, and still be available later for rappel equipment in an emergency evacuation situation, all while eliminating the injury risk posed by anchoring hardware that's otherwise proud of the concrete. Also, because of that slight recess, any anchor thread cavity can be easily patched over, completely flush with the concrete surface, using 5,000-pound grout, should that ever be necessary. Where an anchor thread needs to be concealed while remaining in place for future use, we offer easily removable silicone caps that fill the anchor thread cavities when needed. Even while reducing costs and increasing safety, anchor thread also offers several environmental benefits. By eliminating drills and dust mitigation equipment for anchor points, contractors will reduce the job site's electricity consumption and hazardous waste, as local residents and businesses enjoy lower noise and dust emissions. While those benefits are only a small component of the overall cost savings produced by the anchor thread system, its adoption on a global level represents a considerable reduction in the carbon footprint of the construction industry. Additionally, since the plastic components are comprised entirely of recyclable plastic, our more environmentally conscious customers can coordinate with local plastic recycling companies to pick up these parts, bringing the total product waste to practically zero. Each anchor bolt comes with a laser-marked QR code that, when scanned by the end user, will pull up a page containing all the pertinent information on the system. This includes the user manual, engineered drawings for reference, product specifications, and much more. Moving on to our anchor thread accessories, we have the silicone caps, which are available in a multitude of color options, including several Pantone matte shades, glow-in-the-dark, and even custom color solutions. Next, we have our anchor nut kit, which is comprised of a bushing, anchor nut, an optional spacer, and a C-clip retaining ring. This kit is used for mating various substrates to the anchor thread system. It features our patented shear shoulder design that fills the escutcheon cavity created in the concrete. This disperses any shear load applied to the anchor thread over 10 times more surface area than any other typical concrete anchor. The anchor nut kit combined with the fall protection apparatus makes for an excellent reusable fall protection system. Lastly, we have the heavy-duty eye nut, a high-strength eye nut that features our patented shear shoulder. And we're not just resting on our laurels, we're continuing to develop additional components to expand the anchor thread system, including a new variation of the anchor thread that features built-in nails, allowing it to be nailed in place in a single-step process. The MPD, which stands for Metal Pan Deck, an all-in-one anchor for metal pan deck construction anchoring applications that require the anchor thread to protrude from the bottom face of the pan deck. First, you drill a 1 1/4 inch hole through the metal pan deck, then insert the MPD assembly and tighten it down. Once hand tight and fully seated, the final torquing of the nut is done with a proprietary wrench. This allows the unit to be very rigidly affixed to the pan deck, thus eliminating the need for any additional screws, straps, or supports, making it very quick and simple to install. The RMPD, which stands for Recessed Metal Pan Deck, an all-in-one anchor for metal pan deck construction anchoring applications that require the anchor thread to be recessed from the bottom face of the pan deck. First, you drill a 1 5/8 inch hole through the metal pan deck, then insert the RMPD assembly and tighten it down. Once hand tight and fully seated, the final torquing of the escutcheon is done with a proprietary wrench. Like the MPD, this allows the unit to be very rigidly affixed to the pan deck, thus eliminating the need for any additional screws, straps, or supports, making it very quick and simple to install. The RMPD features our shear shoulder built in, which allows for any shear shoulder accessories to be cross-compatible. The anchor clip, a non-conductive reusable hanging device for temporary lighting that clips onto the anchor thread system, expediting the setup and breakdown of the temporary lighting on the job site. The anchor post, a reusable temporary leading edge protection system that mates to the anchor thread by way of our anchor nut kit. This drastically reduces the waste of time, material, and labor that would normally be dedicated to setting up a temporary wooden leading edge protection system. With the time, labor, and material saved with the anchor thread system instead of drilling, those resources can be better allocated to ultimately produce projects in a safer, stronger, faster, more cost-effective, and more environmentally friendly manner. In every way, the anchor thread system minimizes the cost, time, and risk of installing concrete anchors while maximizing safety and efficiency. It's stronger, simpler, quicker, safer, more versatile, and better for the environment, all while being much less expensive and, most importantly, with far less risk. The anchor thread system is more than just a win-win, it's a revolution. Anchor thread, safety built in.